Great. Okay, so my name is Evan Bowness. I'm a postdoc at the Food and Agriculture Institute. And I'll jump into it. There's a company growing salmon fillets right now in bioreactors to our south in the US. This is edible sushi grade salmon, but it didn't come from the ocean, didn't come from a fish farm, or even from a fish with organs and fins and scales. This is salmon flesh that's becoming a commodity output of a patented biochemical process. So the Food and Agriculture Institute is studying this topic and what we're calling the social implications of the technology behind it, which is cellular agriculture. And this is important because food and agriculture have been a tool of colonization. So I'm not Indigenous, but in my conversations with some Indigenous collaborators, we've been thinking deeply about what this technology might mean for Indigenous people. So while it has the potential for environmental conservation benefits like protecting wild fish and reducing harmful fish farming operations, we need to also consider how this kind of technology might alter the relationship that Indigenous folks have with salmon. This is particularly relevant in our given context because we're located on the unceded territory of the Stalo, the self-defined people of the river who've had long held traditional connections to their salmon relatives. This is a sacred relationship that's cultural, spiritual, and economic. Taking leadership from Indigenous collaborators, allies, and colleagues, and specifically in an emerging dialogue with leaders and organizers from the Indigenous food sovereignty movement in Canada, we're working to create an ethical dialogue space around which we can address questions about whether or not this kind of technology can be responsibly developed, and if so, under what conditions and how. But before we ask these types of questions, we need to start with building relationships. So our hope is over time and moving at the speed of trust, we can arrive at a respectful dialogue with communities for whom this is more than a life and death issue. So I can tell you from experience, there's some landmines, what we're calling landmines in the field of engagement here. And in doing this work, we're bound to make mistakes, but our goal is to learn from them, share the learnings with others who are also searching for ways to gesture towards more ethical and accountable relations and building more just and sustainable food systems. Thank you.